Okay, there's only three areas that I want to look at on this chart today. I'm going to look at the big iceberg stop here after the CL news came out. I want to see this failed second entry short in action, see if there's, see if I can detect the failure through order flow. And then finally, I'll take a look at, right before this iceberg cluster happened, there was a kind of a second entry short coming off of a double top. It was heading into the EMA. I'm not sure I would have wanted to take this, but I just would like to see what happened there because it looked like it was a failure that happened real quick. So just take a look at those. I have to apologize for this part of the video. I was messing around with some of my settings and throwing orders all over the place. I was not trading live. I was messing around, trying to get a feel for certain of the tools that I've been using for the Jigsaw tools and some other stuff. So there's going to be some distractions that pop up here. But what we're seeing here is we're seeing the effect of the news report that's coming out. This is the CL news that comes out every Wednesday. Here I am, which is really funny. Just as I'm putting an order on, there's an iceberg order that pops up. So you can see all the red showing up in here, and you can come over here on the depth and sales and see, just all of the red coming down here. Lots of sells, lots of hitting the bid, and you can see that 113 sell orders were absorbed right here at 97.01, which is right where the iceberg came in. So it pretty much, as we'll see, just stopped the movement in its tracks. And just to kind of pause it here again, you can see what's happened here is that now we've got orders pushing back up. I reset my strength meter. You can see all the bull orders coming in. We've got some large players starting to come in, and we'll continue here and see. So a lot of strength on the bid book, and really just a complete fast reversal. Most of it having to do with the book more so than big block buyers coming in. So there was good strength there, but in reality it was the strength of the book that stopped and paused that iceberg and then pushed everything up. With CL, I really do like trading failed second entries. This is a really perfect example of that. You have the minor trend line that's been broken. You have the first entry short that failed. And then you have the second entry short that looks like it's about to fail here with a nice bull reversal bar setting up. Now, notice also that there was a iceberg order on this first, right around the time of this first failure. So it's an area of interest for the bulls. So we're going to zoom out, and as we look right here, just at the moment that the second entry is about to trigger, or the failed second entry short is about to trigger to go long, this is a good case for whenever you have a setup, paying attention and clearing your depth and sales and resetting your strength meters is something that I failed to do. And you can see here though that we've got pretty good bull strength here in the bid book. So they're adding the orders. It looks like that they're adding orders in several depths down. On the offer side, it's a little bit of a weaker book, and they're pulling offers. So even though overall 256 to 373, there's more orders on the offer side, the bid book looks stronger right now. So you can feel kind of comfortable taking this entry. Okay, so here we go. We've got some short orders that came through, so that always makes things a little bit scary. You get a few big buy orders that came through. You're triggered in here now. So now I'm looking for an actual failure of the failure, and I see my bids are strengthening big time, which is really great. They're coming back a little bit. I did reset my strength meter, and I reset everything here. And off screen, I did actually take this trade on a SIM account. And what we're looking for, obviously, is we're looking for some strength and a push up. And now we get an iceberg order. So if we stop right here, we have one iceberg order, another bull iceberg order. We had a lot of selling come in here. So this is a good example. The sellers have come in here in force, and there's passive aggressiveness on the part of the bulls. So let's see if our corollary holds true. If there's passive aggressiveness to start, if that's the shot across the bow, let's see if there's active aggressiveness that starts to come through here. So, our bids are still weakening, starting to strengthen a little bit. We've got some big orders that start coming through little by little. Looks like a lot of the little guys are the ones that are starting to push this up. More big orders. You can see just in the order book, orders, being added to the bid, and now we're pushing up. We've got some good strength now, some good active strength, as well as some good passive aggressive strength on the bid side in the book as well. And again, more big orders coming through. Some people probably taking profit or stop losses being triggered. And off we go. So really great example of kind of looking at the order flow to confirm your entry. Absolutely love the fact that iceberg order showed up, and then the strength came on afterwards. So in this case, the corollary held true. This is going to be one of those parts of the videos where I really don't know what I'm talking about in terms of order flow and so forth, and I'm really just using this as a way to kind of teach myself. And what I'm looking for here is I'm looking at a possible second entry short off of a broken trend line, and you can see that probably right around here we probably got a one tick entry here on our short, and this ended up failing. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to understand from the price action or from the order flow, is there a way that I can detect that it's failing? So you can see I reset my strength meter. I'd be in this trade right now if I were trading, trading live. It's a tricky trade because it is after, you kind of have a triple top up here. You're going against the EMA. You had this kind of reversal move back up. So it really could go either way. And you can see now we've got some bull strength coming back in. The offer side of the book is looking really weak. The bid side really strengthens up real fast. But I still have these big players coming in, and that's one of the things that you don't know. You don't know, are they coming in because they're exiting their positions that they already had, or are they coming in because they're trying to push this down, down further. We did have, however, which was kind of an interesting clue, and I wonder if I ought to use this a little bit more when I'm looking for these types of possible failures. I've got 3 iceberg orders over here that were trying to push it up. So that probably was a pretty good clue for me that, hey, there's some really strong buying interest here. So now we kind of make another push down. So this is kind of like a second push down. You can see it in the order flow, which is kind of nice. You can't always see this in the bars themselves. I use the 800 tick chart, but you can see it here in the order flow. We saw the first push down. Now we saw the second push down, and now we see again a real weakening here of the offer side, strengthening of the bid side. Got some large players coming in. Probably the smart thing to do at this point is to exit the trade. You've got the strength meter that's caught up. You've got big players coming in. Again, going back and looking at those icebergs, which, they happened a few bars ago. You kind of tend to forget them, but they might have been very telling and foreshadowing of what was to come, or at least areas of strength that the market was really paying attention to. So now we're also coming up into a thin area up here, and coming up, it's possible it might want to test that resistance line again as well. So I'm really just trying to talk myself through kind of observing these types of behaviors to see if I can spot failures. If I can get out earlier because I can spot a failure, or even use tools, like Jigsaw to help keep me from getting into something that has a high probability of failing, then it's obviously worth its weight in gold. And this one, I'll just skip ahead real quick, and you can see that this one plays out. Price eventually shoots up. Now it does eventually reverse and go into a range, but it's kind of what happened.